Okay.
Yeah, Hikule'o. Tell me,
Oh,
what's your
I
experience
think
working with people?
um the dynamic range was interesting. Like there were some really like soft there were some softer sections and then some like really forte sections, which I guess is like kind of brings out her character a bit because it's uh,
Well, the interesting thing of her is
and
that,
then
yeah, so check this out before we go back to it. Um, do you know the character Maui from Moana?
yeah.
This is Maui's sister,
Oh.
according to mythology, right? And here's something else. Apparently, she's more powerful than Maui and some of the other brothers. She was so powerful, in fact, that in the Tongan tradition, they made her out to be a man because they didn't believe that a woman could be that strong. But in fact, she was freakishly strong and very powerful. She was also the guardian of the underworld. So when people, especially chiefs and those that have high titles in the island, when they die, they go to the underworld, right? Under the ocean. And she was the guardian of that gate. She would make sure that, that not anyone would go through the gate. And so she had a lot of authority and she had a lot of power. So when you hear this opening, dun, 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 it's really military, right?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. This is her in the underworld. That's what I was trying to create. Dun, 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 dun. And then all of this, it's water,
Oh.
right? Ding, 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 ding. And then the orchestra you'll hear goes, yeah, then there's a mixture of the water and her taking command. Um,
Well, I had a question. Actually, I had a question about that specific section.
hit me.
So, did you want the left hand to be voiced a bit more, or did you want it both to be
Yeah,
like
yeah.
equally?
This because this is the main theme, right? That should come out.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, because it jumps around, it's quite an athletic piece. Don't feel that you need to play this too quickly. Yeah. In fact, when you play it with the orchestra, Dr. Bell might find that it suits being played slightly slower, so it has more sense of command.
Oh, okay.
Because if it's too quick, right? If it's think about this here, people of authority, do they speak really quickly, and do they run around, or do they tend to just stand in one place and just speak? They just have an aura about them that you listen,
Yeah.
right? That's Hikule'o. So my thinking is when it's performed, that shouldn't really rush. It can have excitement, but it shouldn't ever lose control. She never loses control. She's like you, always in command. Yeah? So that's the idea. And I caught a lot of that in your playing. So this is why I'm wanting to share. Like you're in line with her character, and then and this is obviously the more spiritual side because she was also revered among the people in Tonga, and they respected her. So asking for her help, but also knowing that she would be there to guide them. So if you get a chance, read up about her legend because
Okay.
there are different stories. As you would know with mythology, there's always different takes on the characters and their values and principles and their power. Um, but I try to capture as much as I could read about about Hikule'o and how powerful she is, but also how much respect and reverence she has from the people of Tonga. Tonga is a small island in the Pacific. It's south of Fiji. But yeah, was there anything else in particular that jumped out at you that you thought was a little strange, or was it pretty straightforward?
Um, Overall it was pretty straightforward. So, the ending was shortened, right? You said.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so if you can use this version here, the one that I sent you, because I listened to it again and it just kind of went on. I felt that I didn't need to go bum ba ba bum ba ba bum ba 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 200 times,
Yeah. Okay.
right? And then I listened to it, right? Do you prefer this ending? Do you think it works? Just slightly
Yeah,
shorter,
this
so
ending's also fine.
right? I mean, I don't. Yeah, we could do the first one, but I was just thinking. Actually, when I listened to it again, there came a point where I just wanted the music to stop. I was like, okay, let's stop it here. So, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry to throw that curveball at you,
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
but do you want to run it? Can I hear it live?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to double check the ending.
Okay. Yeah, Sarah, I reckon take this copy with you to rehearse with Dr.
Yeah.
Bell. Yeah. Are you waiting for something to load?
Oh, okay. So the ending, like at the very end, it's a G sharp.
It's just the G sharp and the bottom A, like the very lowest A, and then the G sharp above that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's great. Hey, a couple of questions for you. Um, as it ends, what do you think about the idea that we diminuendo and then really quiet, kind of like a gong underneath the ocean, and it just disappears, as opposed to digga 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 boom.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Okay,
Just
that
so
actually
that
makes
it contrasts the opening, because a lot of the piece is quite boisterous.
yeah.
It's quite big, right? And
Yeah,
so
that's
just try that. Try that. I just want to hear what it sounds like. So just go from the sotto voce, 85, and then just ever so gradually diminuendo until you get to this here, and then it's almost inaudible. The bass. Let's go from
okay.
80. Let's go from 85. Ooh, that's dark,
Yeah. That actually makes
right? And then you stay really still, because if I remember correctly, I think you're the only one playing at that point. Let's see. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Right? So if you're the only one playing at that point, everyone is going to be all ears on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay. So. Okay, cool. I need to put a diminuendo here. I'm going to put a diminuendo from here to here. No. Dynamics. And we can make that super quiet. Boom, right? And then the cymbal digga 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 is going to be playing with you right at the end. That's the only thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I really like the way that you play this. I feel that your articulation and how steady you are really captures the authority throughout. All of the stuff is here that you do as well. Keep these nice and loose. And just float over the keys. Yeah. All of this was great. It's much easier to play it when it's slower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't play it any further than that, because it'll mean that you can bring out all of the. There's a lot of jumping in and out of the keys, especially when it moves to A major. This is a little trickier to play. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. Right? All of that there. To try and get between all the black and the white notes. You're
Yeah.
gonna want to play it little slower. You can bring these out a little bit more.
So
Yeah. It's just to be a little bit more menacing.
yeah.
All right, a little bit more menacing. I thought you did all of this rather well. Dun, dun, da, da, dun. Let me see. Okay, I think what we'll do is let's check out the score and let's listen to it with everybody involved. All right, and let's try and find if there are any particular areas where you do need to look over at Dr. Bell. Okay. All right, check this out. Here we go. So he's just going to give you one measuring. So 1, 2, 3. it's gonna be nice when you finally put it together with everybody, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll notice that, and the reason why I'm really happy that you're playing with a very clear pulse is that the majority of the piece is actually pretty steady, right? And also there are times where where is it? Even this over here, dun, 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 with the wood block playing along with you. Really important that you keep that what you call very steady tempo throughout. That being said, because you're already a very steady player, feel free to shape these as you wish to create the sensation of waves, right? So don't feel you just have to. Well, that was a bit crazy. One second. But try this. Right? It's like these little swells in the music. Yeah. These here were great. Are you doing 4, 3, 2, 1? Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Make sure that you play on the edge of the key. Pull your fingers out. So if this is the key, right? You're playing here. Da, 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 da. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Nice. This part here is where the choir comes in with the name of the Hikule'o. Hikule'o. Hikule'o.
Oh, okay.
Right. So it's a good thing that you asked me about these melodies. Like, yep, those are definitely the melodies. Da, 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 da. Look, and you get a little bit of it here. Hikule. Hikule. Anything else? That part here was all fine. You did that really well. Bom, 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 bom. See, it kind of starts with hikule. Hikule, hikule, hiku. It never quite opens until we get to that part. So it's a portion of her name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hikule'o. That part was all fine. What do you think of the ensemble? Was there anything there that jumped out at you that might be a little tricky to follow, or does it seem pretty straightforward?
It seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah. I try to make it as straightforward as possible, and the core of this piece is the pianist. So this is originally a piano solo, and then I've built everything else around it. Yeah. So really, they're influenced by a lot of what you're doing. Which is why it's important that you play with that very steady and very strong pulse, because you have to imagine what would this sound like if there was no conductor, and it should work without a conductor. There are a couple of places where it's good to have a conductor to bring everybody in, but in general, if you keep a very clear pulse and you're very clean and clear with your phrasing, the orchestra and the singers will follow you.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're already on your way. That's great. Awesome, Sarah. Okay, I'm going to stop our video here. Where is that stop button?